Assalamualaikum and good morning. I'm Shukri. Today I'm going to share a little bit about the contingency leadership theory for 21st century leaders. I think this is a very interesting topic as currently we are facing, many companies are facing issues with the leaderships and also how to handle those new gen that's coming in for the talent. Okay, let me start with the interesting model that have been created by Fiddlers. We call it a Fiddlers contingency plan, a contingency model. So in this model, it's stated that in order for you to have a good leadership environment in the company, you need to identify these two. Okay, first, what are the leadership style of the leaders? Either he or she is task-oriented, coalition-oriented, and then we need to also identify the situations variables. What are the scenario of leader-member relationships, how the trust between the leaders and also the members, and then the task structure. Is there a clear SOP or a clear guideline how to do the work? And then thirdly is the position power, how powerful the leader on dictating the staff. Right? Dictate here, it doesn't mean to be harsh, but dictate here means he is in power to instruct the team on achieving the company goals. So if you can identify these two, that will be the best scenario of the leadership environment or the working environment of the company. So basically in this model, it's stated that there's no best way to organize our corporations without we identify these two variables. And to lead a company or to make decision, it's required for you to understand these two. Okay, let's go straight to the step number one. What we should do. Okay, the first one, you have to understand the leadership styles. How you want to do it? This model have already created, we call it the least preferred co-worker LPC scale. So how are you going to do it? You need to identify the least liked workers that you have in the company. Imagine that worker, and then you need to rate yourself according to all the attributes that are listed here. So if the more you rate the person you least like to work with, so you are considered the relationship-oriented leaders, or we call it, because your LPC is high, meaning that you can work well with people who you dislike as your worker. So this is relationship-oriented leader. But then, if the less you rate the person you like the least working, so you are considered task-oriented leaders, meaning that you are so firm, regardless of these people that you like or you don't like. Basically, you just want to work with people who you like because you are task-oriented. So identify, okay, what kind of leadership style you are, okay? And then second, assess the situations. Okay, as I mentioned just now, you need to also assess the people that you have or the environment that currently happening in the organization. Either the leader-member relationship is good or not, or the task structure, the SOP is all clear, is that established or not, and then the leader position power, and you are in control to dictate the situation. So you need to assess this, right? So this model actually suggested that if you are task-oriented leader, you are best fit to tackle the highly favorable and highly unfavorable. Okay, if the leader-member relationship, task structure, and the leader position is weak, right, or it is so good, so that is good for the task-oriented leaders. But then, if it is all moderates, right, the score of that situation is moderate. So if that the case, the relationship of the leader is the best to suit the situation for moderate favorability. I go straight to the example. Example, you are being hired as a co-manager of a startup tech company with a team of 12, have been working together for a little over of years, and you were brought on the existing manager to help improve the company strategy. So from here, if you assess my assumption, leader-member relationship are poor because you are just joining people who already work for so long, and the staff structure is low because there's no SOP, and leader position also is weak. So according to Frieder contingency theory, this scenario call for task-oriented leader. Okay, because it's extreme. This situation is highly unfavorable, and relationship oriented leader would have very hard time to get anything done. So if the appreciation score is high, so it's not suitable to handle this situation. But you need someone who are task-oriented. The appreciation is low, so they will be more accurate on this. Okay, so basically that is my sharing for today. I hope everybody have some input, some ideas on how this theory, contingency theory works. Thanks a lot. Bye. Salam.